What's up, fellas? It's Mark Parson, Cornerback Pro. All right, so today I got a story for you. It's a really interesting story, and it has to do with my life and somebody who I played with, who was on my team in high school. And you're gonna remember this video for the rest of your life because it's gonna be that important. So please pay attention. Um, I want to first give a shout out to all the guys who subscribe to the channel and watch the channel. I'm getting so many emails and testimonials from guys who just got a starting position. So you've actually watched the videos on the channel. You've been applying the information, and you went from not having a position, or maybe JV ball or freshman ball, or shoot, middle school. You went from youth to high school, and you worked your tail off this off season by getting information and applying it in the weight room every day, on the track. Man, you just followed the mode, man. This is what I always tell guys, like, yo, look, I know how to get to get a scholarship, to get to college. I know what you need to do to go pro. I wasn't the biggest, guys ask me, hey, Coach Mark, you think if I'm short or if I'm this size or that? Look, man, I want the biggest guy. I want the fastest guy, but I was determined. I made a decision. But there's certain action that a person must take to play this game at a high level, right? So, man, I just want to give a shout out to all you guys, man. I'm getting a lot of testimonials from guys getting starting positions, guys getting scholarships, and we have a few guys recently that have made it pro. I actually made one video about a guy from ECU, man. Shout out to you for that, man. That really inspired me. Um, you guys inspire me. You think that I'm just inspiring you and giving you guys hype me up, okay? So shout out to you. Everybody else, it's time to work, man. If you're fresh to this channel, or if you just been watching it and not taking action, which is very hard to do. If you watch my channel every day, you're gonna do something. But I want you to start thinking an elite level. We talk about I was talking to some of my young guys, and I sent them Floyd Mayweather videos. So you like, oh, coach, let's say you hate Floyd Mayweather. I hate Floyd. Look, let me tell you something about Floyd Mayweather. I don't know one athlete that is working harder than him when he's training, when he's in his training camp, man. And then listen to it. See, don't think from a fan perspective. This is a student page, fellas. I'm not, don't think from a fan. Think from studying these guys. You study greatness. You don't hate on greatness. See, there's a difference between being a student and then being a fan. See, fans, they have a lot of times fake love. And then they hate on other people, man. You're not able to learn like that. Okay? Study greatness. I like Connor. I like Floyd. I study greatness, fellas. I'm not a fan. I'm a student. So if you listen to Floyd, you hear the self-talk. I'm the best ever. He been saying it before it was reality. Muhammad Ali said it. He said, "I said I was the greatest before I was it." You must have positive self-talk. You tell yourself, and then what happens is you're almost forced to work. When you don't feel like it, you get up, you're like, "Dang, I know I don't feel like getting up, but I'm gonna get up and get this work in." So it's what precedes the work is positive self-talk. So what is that image you have in your mind of yourself? What is that video playing in your mind? What are you telling yourself? Only you know this. It's a conversation that you have with yourself. So that's number one. Yo, Floyd, man, self-talk. I'm the best ever. I'm the best ever. I'm the best ever. I'm the best ever right now. You all right? Before you are, you may be the sorriest person ever. Well, guess what? Claim it, say it, feel it, and then take action. All right, so let me tell you a story about this. All right, there's a guy. So I'm 32. My last high school year was what? 04, 05. I think it was 05. And my senior year, I was determined. I was extremely determined. We didn't have a great juniors campaign. I was out of shape. I didn't really know what to do, and I tell this story all the time. But there's a little piece that I want you to know. Um, so I decided. So my thing is I was gonna build a crew. We built a crew. It was about 6 of us. The thing is, we told the coach what we wanted to do. We said we want to have an off-season program because we didn't have an off-season workout program. So a lot of you guys are very fortunate. We said we want to have an off-season program, and we wanted to be like this. We had our coach Marcus Wilder, who was a coach. He had ended up coaching at FIU for a little bit, cornerback coach. But he came when left the University of Miami, he came back. He was probably like 26, I think, at that time. So he came back to help us out. He knew what it looked like. He knew what a top program, what an off-season program looked like. So he was going to be the head of it. So the maybe the 1 week after that junior campaign stopped, we said, "Yo, we're having a camp. We're having a meeting. All the players who want to play football next year need to come to this meeting after school. If you don't, you're gonna be in trouble." We say, "Hey, look, man, we're deciding that this next year we're going to the ship, right? We're going to the championship." So we have the meeting. Everybody shows up. Say, "Look, it's mandatory workouts. You got to come." Now the coach wasn't really doing this. I was doing it. I was the player. I was the captain for the next year. So I said, "Yo, this is what we're gonna do." And Water still blames me because we had success that year, but I was like, "Man, Dad, why we ain't go all the way?" He's like, "You weren't a good enough leader." And I said, "What?" Like, but he was telling the truth, man. If I was a good enough leader, I could have got every single person to, I would have found ways to Jedi mind trick some people, and I learned how to do it now. But part of being a leader, you gotta deal with different personalities, and you gotta convince them and influence them that it's in their best interest to do, to be desire to be great and put work in. But I didn't do it. I was a young kid, and I didn't know much. That's why I want to give you everything. I want to teach you guys how to do this stuff. But anyways, we tell everybody, we're like, "Yo, this is what we're doing. We start next week. Be there or you're not gonna play." Facts. And man, the first day, maybe about 12 guys showed up to the first workouts. We barely did anything. We lifted weights and then we ran 660s, right? 35 seconds rest, sprints. Then you had like 5 guys throwing up. It hurt because this is my first really time working out like that. And I ran track, but it's a little different. But the next day, only 6 people out of the 12 showed up. And that 6 people were the only ones that showed up from that point on all the way to the season. It was my boy, the twins, Brandon McCray. Okay, so let's think about it. The only guys that went and played college football as well. You got Jamal Bramble, who ended up playing at East Carolina as a walk-on. All right, so he walked on. You got Michael Graham, who ended up playing at Eastern Michigan, which is a Division 1A program, MAC school. Um, he was our quarterback, but he ended up moving to receiver. You got Brandon McCray, who played receiver. You see him in some of the videos. He went to Mississippi State, ended up going to the NFL and playing for the Rams. You got me, D1A, NFL. So that's 2 NFL players. Uh, one, no, and two NFL players, 2 D1A player, D1A, and then who else? It was somebody else. Oh, the Twins. Now the Twins ended up playing, I think it's D2 ball. Maybe it's D1 AA. I forgot. They played at Virginia State. Okay. So, and then Tyrone. So Tyrone ended up, he the only one that didn't go. And he was actually one of the best athletes. But he had lots of other stuff going on mentally. But my point is, all right, those other guys, they said, they didn't put in the work all off season, right? They had an opportunity just like you do. So if you're watching this video, you got an opportunity. But the question is, are you going to take full advantage of it? Are you going to be grateful for this opportunity? Right? No. All right. So check this out. I'm 32 years old, fellas. There's this guy who played on the team, who's on the team. I'm not going to say his name. But to this day, 32 years old. And this is how far you think it doesn't matter of what you do today because you're young. I get it. 32 years old. And he still blames the coaches for not playing. He said, "Man," and when I talk about hater, bro, he hates on. Look, man, I don't even care about ball anymore. Like, I don't care about playing in the NFL. My goal is to help these kids out all over the world. He still to this day, he play receiver, hates on me and Brandon and Mike. He says, "Man, I would have got to the league if coach would have played me." And mind you, he was sorry. I just want to let you know, he was not good at all. I would have did this. He's working out now. He's 32. You working out now? Shoot, there is a possibility of 32-year-olds making it. I remember when I was at Ohio, Ball State, this guy still had eligibility. He played at like 33 and played on Boston State's Division 1A team for college football. So I'm not saying it's too late, but my thing is, why be a hater when you had the same opportunity? I told him, I said, okay, he said, man, I would have did this, but he was showing favoritism to you guys. And it's sad, man. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy, fellas. Because I asked him, I said, bro, did you show up to one off-season workout? Were you doing people in? Listen, okay, that's off-season. Let's say you were on the field. Did you put in work on a scout team? Were you doing people in at practice? Did you catch the ball? There's only like two people who caught balls in practice. Everybody else dropped the balls. You know what I mean? Uh, did you put in the work? Did you do your thing on the field? If you didn't back then, that's why I say you guys have a small window, man. You young guys, there's a small window. And if you're not taking full advantage of this, it's gonna pass you by. And then when you're 32, you're gonna be like, man, if I would have did this, if I would have did that, my life could be different. I would have played, you know, definitely. And if that happens, I'm telling you right now, if you're watching this video, you got to take full responsibility of it. It's yours. You got to own it. Because Coach Mark Parson, I watched the video, and he told me how it was gonna be. This your high school, when even if you make it to the NFL, fellas, some of the best times playing football, it's not going to be in the league. It's going to be high school. Like that's some of the best, funnest, most fun times. College, you know, and then when it starts becoming a business, you're gonna see it's not as fun as you as it used to be. Okay, so you gotta live in this moment right now. You gotta believe it in. You gotta listen to. I tell my guys, listen to two motivation. You go on YouTube and type in sports motivation. Watch 2 videos a day. 2 sports motivation videos a day. Believe it, have positive self talk, feel good about what you're doing, and work your tail off every single day. 2 to 4 hours of film. Make sure you're in the weight room. Make sure you're doing your sprints. Make sure you learn the plays. Make sure you're repping the plays. Make sure you're asking coaches questions. Ask me questions. All right? If you want to make it, I know it looks glamorous on TV, but this is Tim Tebow. He didn't play anymore. But this is really what it takes. You see this? It's that grind. It's grimy. I had a video. If you go on my channel, you'll see a video about the young lion going against the old lion. And it's like that the whole time. So you have to prepare yourself mentally and physically and emotionally to be able to grind like that if you want to make it to these next levels. It's the only way. Go back and you'll see the channel, the young lion, the old lion. Either you the guy coming to take it, or you the guy protecting it. And it's like that all the time. So if you think this high school stuff is hard, whoo! In college it gets harder. And then the league is cutthroat. And the question is, are you prepared for it? Is that what you want? All right? Are you prepared for that? Because if you do decide to make it, you better be prepared mentally, emotionally, physically. That's how it is. And that's what I'm preparing you guys for. Real world, real life. All right? You cannot blame others. The coach wasn't the reason. I was there. I saw it. I said, man, this dude was sorry, bro. He didn't work hard. He was never in the weight room. He couldn't play. He wasn't good, but now he's 32. He's been working out. He's like, man, if I would have, the coaches would have, I didn't know about the off-season workouts. Are you serious? Right? Are you serious right now? You're 32, man. You're 33 years old, talking about you didn't know about the off-season workouts. When I'm the one who ran the meeting, you're not going to play. If you're not, first of all, if you're not good, I mean, keep it real. You're not going to play. Okay? But if you're not working, if we don't know you, we grinded and bled and cried and sweat all off season, and you just gonna come in here and think you gonna, bro, you're not good enough to do that. There's some guys who are elite, like my boy Sean Dickerson. He played linebacker. He didn't work out either, but he was the best, literally the best athlete on the team. Now he ended up getting in trouble, not doing what he was supposed to do. But unless you're naturally gifted like that, you don't have a chance. All right, you gotta work. I had to work. I wasn't naturally gifted like Sean Dickerson on my team. I had to work. And most guys if you're gifted and you work, you got something, man. All right. I just want to encourage you guys. Work, Believe in yourself, and let's get better.